Okay, today we are going to be doing a review of a game sent in by my friend Dangus in Overwatch. He's hovering on Lucio right now, but he's actually going to pick Reinhardt once the game actually starts. This is around 2300 SR, I believe, and so he's going to pick Reinhardt, and Anna over there, we're not going to see him pick on this screen, but he's going to pick Soldier 76. So let's start the video. Let's just turn it down a little bit, because there's some music playing in the background. So, team composition-wise, we're defending on Anubis. I'm not a big fan of Soldier 76 on Anubis, just because Soldier typically likes to have pretty long sight lines, and a lot of Anubis tends to turn into a brawl, like in the side rooms. McCree's fine, but I would rather Soldier was playing someone like Mei, Reaper, maybe even Junkrat. Junkrat's pretty bad, though. I'd rather not see anyone play Junkrat, to be perfectly honest with you. McCree's fine, since he can fight in and around, like, the smaller areas. Support-wise, however, we only have Mercy and Symmetra, which is not fantastic. I'd rather even see Symmetra being like the second DPS and just having a second healer personally, but this is what we've got. So we're standing up on the high ground. Soldier's trying to get himself killed right now. Definitely shouldn't be that far up. He should be standing up here with you. Don't walk so close to the edge. You've seen they have a Pharah. Last thing you want is to get bumped off of this ground, because you wanna be staying up on this high ground. Right about now, you want to be putting your shield down also, because, let me just get the thing up, right? You've just seen everybody go in this door over here, which means they're gonna go up like so. Only person still shooting at you from over here is Anna. You need to drop your shield now and have it be recharging, because by the time the fight actually starts over in this room, your shield could be back at pretty much close to 100% charge, I should say. So you're blocking nothing now. You gotta take that down, get it recharging. Right about here. Here. Reinhardt has started charging at you. Now, you don't have a lot of time to react to this, but this is something you should sort of expect him to do. You don't want to ever just get pinned by the other Reinhardt, because then you take the pin damage, he doesn't take any pin damage, you are now, like, way back. It's all not great. You should always, well, 99% of the time, you want to charge back at him in this position, and you'll just bonk off each other right in front of the door. You'll hurt him, he'll hurt you, but that's preferable to him just hitting you. Also, just imagine it this way, right? Supposing you were to see him charging and just get out of the way. That would also be fine. You could just jump out of the way. But this is something also worth thinking about. Supposing you're playing Reinhardt, and you see the other Reinhardt charging at you, right? And you can get out of the way. Ask yourself a question beforehand. Who's standing right behind you? Because supposing, right, now he's gonna get pinned by this Reinhardt, but this is just like a thought experiment. Supposing you get out of the way, and Mercy stood right behind you, and then Reinhardt charges past, pins Mercy, Mercy's dead. That's just about the worst possible outcome. So if you find yourself in a position like this, where you're getting charged at, you should be anticipating the other Reinhardt to charge at you, if he gets the opportunity. You want to just bonk off him with your charge, which is pretty easy to do, because even if you're, like, not moving yet, as long as you've, like, pushed shift, you'll bonk off each other as if you did charge into him. That was a very long-winded explanation. Let's start playing. So you get pinned. Doesn't really matter, because his team's not with him. Lucio just walks forward, gets absolutely annihilated, goes in. Could have probably aimed the pin a little better, juggled Reinhardt off you for like a second, but that's fine. Fight's pretty much done. There wasn't much way they were winning that. Let's get the cursor off the screen. And we're right back up here. Soldier's just asking to die. Like, just look at that. Like, so let's go back just a little bit. Right? And I know we're talking about Reinhardt, but, like, just look at this. Just look at this up here, right? Soldier 76 just standing right up in the archway. You don't ever want to be standing in the choke point, especially not as a DPS. Just imagine all the ways Soldier could die right here. Suppose Roadhog just comes up here and hooks him, or up here and hooks him. Supposing a Winston just jumps over the top and lands on him. There's all manner of things that could happen to him. And where could he be? Right fucking here. Could just be standing right here, shooting out into the arch from the safety of the Reinhardt rectangle. But no. That would be far too sensible. Let's go over there. And look, he could have even died to Ana right there if Ana slept him. Alright, so right here, right, you jump down. Let's back it up a little bit to see why you jump down. So, D.Va's coming in, and D.Va's gotten a little chunked out on the way in, and you're like, oh, I'm gonna go get me some of that D.Va, because she's gonna come out this way, right? Well, your D.Va is actually stood right here, and she's about to get in her mech, and Soldier, who's just killed Farah, miraculously, is coming in over here to get her, and she's already mostly dead. But you're gonna jump down to try and kill her yourself. But if we advance, go back a little bit as well, because I've missed something. I did see this, right? McCree's also up here with you as well, right? When you jump down. You don't really want to jump down because the best place you can possibly be fighting is up on this platform. Because it's high ground, you can just stand up here with your shield, shoot into the choke point. You don't want to give this area up. So instead of getting down to try and fight this D.Va, there's like no way D.Va gets through. Because Soldier's gonna come in through here, your D.Va's over here, and McCree's up here. If you just stand up here and protect McCree and Mercy, someone else is almost certainly going to kill that D.Va. There's no reason for you to go down and try to fight her. And as we see, she doesn't even come through here, she immediately leaves. Now, Soldier's about to learn some very hard lessons because he's been standing up where he shouldn't be standing, D.Va's noticed that, and she's like, hey, how's it going, Dad? And he's like, oh fuck. And then everybody starts funneling in, because they've just seen you jump down, and they can see Soldier is as good as dead to rights as you can possibly get. There's not much you can do to save him here. You could come up and try to, like, block the barrage coming in this way. But let's be real, Soldier's not getting out of that. He has signed his fate. And he's almost died just then as we looked away. Now, right about here, you can just Earth Shatter. Right now, this is like the perfect time to Earth Shatter, because let's look at what we've got. Right, you've got Earth Shatter, Zarya's here, Ana's here, Reinhardt's over here, hitting somebody else, right? If you Earth Shatter right now, you've got all three of these people. Now, your whole team isn't over here, so realistically, you probably won't kill everyone yourself, but you'll definitely kill Ana, and you'll definitely kill one of the tanks, right, before they get up. And that's basically the whole enemy push completely done, right there. Not to take the mystique out of it or anything, but like the attacking team basically needs all 6 members alive to like try and push into a point. Whereas the defending team only has to kill like a couple of people to just completely halt a push. So if you use Earth Shatter right now, that's enough to completely kill this push. And then you just buy your team like 20, 30 seconds of just standing around uncontested, right? And that's great. You're just trying to stall out as much time as possible. So now would be the perfect time to Earth Shatter. Also, as we'll see later, you hold on to this Earth Shatter for a very long time. If you Earth Shatter right now, you would be able to Earth Shatter probably 2 or 3 more times over the course of this game. So, also, like, Mercy was, like, way over there. I would have probably just ulted to make sure she didn't die, personally. Alright, so going back to what we were saying here, a bit ago, over in the other area, rather. Reinhardt's just charged at you, and you've seen him coming, and you've been like, oh, I can get out of the way. Let's get back a little bit so we can see a better look of the area. So, Reinhardt's charging right now. And you see him coming, and you're like, I'm gonna go over here, out of the way, right? Again, who's standing behind you right now? We know Mercy's over here, sure, but supposing she tries to peek the corner like, what's going on over here, you get it out of the way and then just squished against the wall. That's absolutely terrible. So even now, even though he's got the Zarya bubble, I'd still probably charge the Reinhardt right here, because if you charge him and bonk off him, there's, like, no way you die, right? D.Va's right here, Mercy's healing you, McCree's actually, like, back this way a little bit. He's wounded right now, as we're gonna see, but basically there's no way you die bonking off Reinhardt. But if you get out of the way, and someone gets hit behind you, they are dead. So that's just something to think about. It doesn't matter here, but it's something that could matter in, like, another game. And this is a bit nitpicky, because at this point you've basically won the fight, like or the whole enemy team's dead. But as you get higher and higher, things like this get more and more important. So right here, you say, I'm going to charge this Reinhardt, right? So here's the thing. McCree's over here, he's this arrow over here. D.Va's still fighting over there, though she's about to come over, right? And Soldier's dead still, he's still coming back. So the people standing behind you right now are Mercy and Symmetra. If this Reinhardt has his Earth Shatter, Symmetra and Mercy are fucking dead, because you're about to be all the way over there as well. So I would not have done this. If I was gonna try and kill the Reinhardt, I'd just take my hammer down and start smacking him, because you've got to try and protect the supports, and if he's got his Earth, like, you need to hold your shield up if you think the other Reinhardt has his Earth Shatter, which he could easily have. We've been fighting for a while at this point, and we haven't seen him Earth Shatter. At least I don't think so. So, I would not do this. Again, you've already won the fight, because as you can see, 4 people are dead, but if this fight was closer, and because you charged off like that, Symmetra and Mercy got killed, that would be pretty terrible, and you'd probably lose the point right there. And now you're trying to mess with your settings, and then you got interrupted by Pharah. It's alright though, the Pharah is not very good. Like, it took me, I didn't even, like, really realize the first time through that she was there for most of it. Alright, so right about now, like, obviously you've been messing with some settings, which has been, like, kind of eating up your time, but what you want to be doing right now is you want to be trying to retake the high ground, because, as we established earlier, this is the best place you can be standing to defend Anubis. And let's look at what's happening right now. Right now, both their supports are dead, as we can see over in the kill feed. So, and Pharah just died as well, so we know she isn't here. Reinhardt and Zarya are kinda over in this area-ish, and the only person up here is D.Va. So right now, you could just be muscling your way up this staircase and just walk at her, right? Because you're not really doing anything blocking her damage right here. And like, the other D.Va's kind of here staring her down as well. You could just be walking at her, like, right now to try and take the high ground back. And supposing, like, the team started arriving and pressured you back, you could just jump off and you'd be in, like, the exact same position basically as you are now. So, that's what I'd be trying to do right about now if I were you. But instead, we're gonna stare at this D.Va for a little bit. Our D.Va's gonna go up and fight. Reinhardt's kinda trying to sneak his way around the side. You've seen him, though. We have a little bit of an awkward encounter. And now everybody's starting to regroup. We're coming over here. Alright, now, I know why you're doing this, right? You're coming back here because you're coming to protect the shield generator back here. Here's the thing, right? There's no way you stop this happening. There's no way you stop this Pharah from doing this because you're playing Reinhardt, right? Like, you can't do anything about this Pharah. This is not your job. Protecting the shield generator is not your job, especially not when you have a McCree and a soldier on your team, right? That's their job to deal with this Pharah. What you need to be doing is be standing over at the front, like, holding the choke point. Because that's what, you're the main tank. The only other tank on your team is D.Va, right? So you need to be over there. Like, I know you want to protect this, but it's not your job to try and do this. You have to leave this up to Soldier or McCree, because now they're starting to try and push in, now that you're not there. It doesn't matter still. Like, you don't get punished for this, but you could easily be punished by that. And, like, she gets the shield generator anyway, obviously, because she was there's not much that you could do about that. And Soldier and McCree weren't, like, going back to try and stop it, because, this is reasonably low SR. far as back there. She's low enough down to get microwaved, which is just kind of sad. Right, so this is really awkward, right? So let's go back a little bit, because this really surprised me the first time through. I was like, oh, here comes the big engage, and then and Nano Boost runs out right as he gets there, right? Now listen for it. Ana just ulted right now. And by the time the Reinhardt arrives, like, Nano Boost's worn off, right? Right there, right as he gets in. That's just really awkward and really sad. So, but anyway, like, an actual, point to make about this, right? Let's go back a little bit. Right about now is when you should be ulting, right? Because obviously, priority 1 is this guy. Like, we probably, at first, like, when this was happening, you probably didn't know this was coming, because I didn't notice it was coming the first time through, and I wasn't, like, playing the game. But if you ult right now, you'll get him, and you'll also get this Zarya. You do ult him once he's arrived, and you were probably afraid of missing, but now is, like, the best time to ult, because you'll get 2 people, right? Which is just slightly more efficient use of your ult. You do get him with your ult, which is obviously the most important part, because you see a nano-boosted Reinhardt coming in, he's the most important thing. But that's something that, you know, it could make a difference if these fights weren't so incredibly one-sided as they are. Right, and now we're standing down here, everybody's dead, you should be trying to get the high ground back again, because that's still where we want to be fighting, and now it's just, like, completely uncontested. Like, we don't want to be down here. Why do we don't want to be this close to the choke point. This is scary land. We don't want to be standing down here. It's so much harder to fight down here. Okay, so D.Va's gonna come in and ult, right? And it's bad. Like, it's a bad ultimate, don't get me wrong, but right, here's what we should be doing. Right, so we're standing around, we're posturing, we see D.Va coming in. And we know D.Va's coming this way for a few reasons. First off, we see her coming this way, but she never reappears, so logically she's gonna go this way, because she's not gonna leave. And we can see the defense matrix turning like she's going into that room. So we know she's going that way. You should charge right now. You should charge her, because she's out of position. She's up here by herself. Reinhardt's over there. Zarya is sort of in that general area as well. And this D.Va we can assume has her ult, because we haven't seen her use it for quite a while. So right now, you could just charge her. She's probably gonna try and charge past you, based on her positioning, so you'd cancel her charge, pin her against the wall, and then if you pin a D.Va to the wall as Reinhardt, that D.Va is fucking dead, because she's gonna pop out, and you're gonna kill her in 2 swings. Instead, she charges right past you like so, and ults. And this is terrible for, like, a variety of reasons. First off, just, like, a naked D.Va ult like this is very unlikely to work. We've all seen it work, right? We've all been at, like, the last point of Gibraltar, and, like, the D.Va's just thrown the ult in, everybody just happened to be kind of near the middle of the map, and a bunch of people die. But, like, on Anubis, like, you can go in here, you can go back here, you can go over into these doorways, you can go behind this wall, you can stand behind Reinhardt. Like, there's no way this D.Va ult kills very many people, right? So it's a terrible ultimate. Also, you know, you don't want to just ult as D.Va, because you're kind of wasting part of it, right? Because part of it is also that you get a new mech, right? So you kind of want to fight first, and then when your mech breaks, you get a new mech. It's like Winston, right? When you ult as Winston, you want to do it while you're as low HP as possible so that you get more of a heal off of it. So this is terrible for a great many reasons. She also just doesn't really place it well, like it bonks off the staircase and doesn't go anywhere. It's just all around terrible. Miraculously, she does actually kill someone. She kills McCree, who was god fucking knows where for that to have happened. Right, but now she's basically fucked. She's getting tethered. You're beating on her. It's a sad time for D.Va. D.Va's fucking dead. Now, right about here, right? Actually, let's see if anybody had noticed it happen, right? So, we're posturing now because everybody's coming in. Oh shit, we just got earth shattered from behind. Now, I was a little surprised the first time through because Reinhardt's, like, behind us right now, right? And I don't think you noticed this either while this was happening, because you never look back at him, right? So we beat up D.Va. And then we come around the corner, And look right, Reinhardt is right up here. He dashes in from up on the high ground. And he's not actually on screen for very long, so he gets behind you. I don't think you noticed, because you never even look at him. And I think you were, like, looking over here where they were coming in, which is reasonable. That's where they were all coming in from. And I also feel like, even if you thought it was more important to look over here, you would have at least looked at the Reinhardt, which you never do. But where you should be looking right now is behind you at the other Reinhardt, because we can assume he has Earth Shatter, because Earth Shatter charges really fast, and we haven't seen him use it in a long time. So we need to try and not let that happen. But, again, these fights are incredibly one-sided. Enemy team's just kind of sprinting in. Soldier has a very sad death. Let's go back and examine that very sad death. So he's used the tac visor, right? And he's getting fucking run down by a Symmetra over here. She wants to put the microwave on him right now. D.Va's like, oh fuck, Soldier's coming in, let me stand behind Reinhardt. And then, the one little turret over here, just the only turret left on the map has tethered to him. And oh no, it's going to be what kills him. What a sad day to be Soldier 76. So yeah, also you can see, you didn't Earth Shatter very much over this entire game. If you had Earth Shattered at the very first opportunity where you would have gotten, like, the 3 people, you would have been able to Earth Shatter a couple more times over this game. It obviously didn't matter here, because this was incredibly one-sided, but I'm sure you can see how, in a closer game, this would be something that mattered. Especially since the other Reinhardt didn't really Earth Shatter very much. Lucy here asking the real questions, D.Va why, because she didn't go stand on the point. She was trying to block the high noon, which is fair, but, you know, when you're about to lose the game, standing on the point's a little bit more important. So now you're going to pick Winston, right? Let's wait until everybody's picked their hero so that we can actually talk about the whole team, right? And he picks Farah? I don't remember who he picks. Who do you pick, Anna? I know you pick here. Yeah, you pick Farah. Okay. So, I don't like Winston out of the gate, because Winston is very much a situational pick to kill certain kinds of things. So I don't like that very much. I think if you're gonna go Winston out of the gate, you might as well just go D.Va out of the gate, right? Because they both kinda do the same thing, but D.Va is basically just a better all-round hero. But anyway, so we have a very aggressive team composition to attack, right? Because we have Winston gonna jump in, D.Va's gonna jump in, Farah and Mercy are gonna be up in the sky, like, harassing the people who are getting bullied, and we have Zenyatta just making everybody take more damage, and McCree is gonna be, like, trying to pick people off who are getting, like, beat up by Farah and Mercy. So, you know, that's fine. We have, like, a clear thing we're trying to do, and you only need to take the first point, right? So you can just kinda smash and grab it. So let's skip forward a bit to when we actually start the game, which is just about here. It doesn't take, like, 17 minutes for this game to end, by the way. This is actually 2 games, but we're only gonna talk about the first game where he's where Dangus is playing tanks. So right out of the gate, I don't like that you jump here, right? So, and before we talk about why, let's talk about what Winston's trying to do, right? So Winston is about harassment, disruption, distracting people. It's not even really about killing people so much as it is just kind of, like, demanding attention from the defending team, right? So, and that's most effective when they don't know you're coming, and you just sort of act as quickly as possible, right? It's like shock and awe. So when you jump over here, first off, you don't know what you're gonna come face to face with yet, because it just so happens you only find a Symmetra. But what if, like, imagine worst case scenario, a Roadhog standing right here, and a Reaper is standing, like, right there, and you just get hooked into the Roadhog, and you get killed, right? And there's, like, a Zenyatta up there, and he puts Discord on you, right? Worst possible scenario. You don't know what's here. I don't like that you just jump over like that. You put your shield down here, shield doesn't really do anything, kinda just gets destroyed for free, which I'm not a big fan of. You miss your jump there, but, you know, whatever. I'm not gonna harp on mechanical things like that. Alright, you're waiting for everybody to come in with you, that's good. This is good times, everybody's grouping up to try and take the high ground. Put the shield down, pressure forward a little bit, I like it, it's good, everything's going well. Get damage, jump back, heal up, all good, everything's going well. Soldier just got picked off. You don't really need to be helping with this Reinhardt, but, you know, it's not bad that you did that. Anna just died to Torbjorn, which is very sad. Now, I don't like that you jump here either, because again, you don't know what's over here. Now, it just so happens that the only people you find are Symmetra, Hanzo, and Torbjorn, so it's not exactly a threatening lineup. But again, like, you don't know what's going on over here. I would have liked if you just, like, peeked over the ledge first, and then kind of just assessed to jump in. So you jump in here, you kill Torbjorn, he was didn't know what he was supposed to be doing. Getting the Symmetra turrets, that's good that you're playing Winston, that's what you're supposed to do. Oh, you died. Alright, so let's go back, right? So you're getting the Symmetra turrets, which is good. You counter her, this is what you're supposed to be doing. Right here, you've just been hit by Hanzo again, and taken down to very low. You've been taken down low enough that he's gonna kill you if he hits you again. You've broken, like, all the turrets at this point, and Mercy's healing you, right? Now, most of the time, I'd say you just gotta jump out, like, right now. Because your jump's off cooldown, you just gotta jump away, right? You want to try and jump up here, like up on a ledge, just jump down here, try and get in cover, something like that. But, right, Mercy's healing you right now, from up here. So what you should do, right now, right as you get hit right there, you should just look straight up, jump up, high-five one of the eagles up there, do whatever. Mercy's gonna heal you. Hanzo's gonna shoot at you right now. He's gonna miss because you'll jump straight up, and you won't die. Good times. You don't do that, you die. It ends up not mattering, again, because this is incredibly one-sided, and Mercy reses you, and you've already won the fight anyway. And now, you know, you're gonna sit down, use some emotes, it's good, BM, I like it. D.Va comes in the back, and you're probably a bit like, oh fuck D.Va, but what's she gonna do? Really, she doesn't even have her ult, because this fight's been like 3 seconds long. And you win the game, because nobody can get back in time. This is obviously a very one-sided game, but even when you win, there's still, like, some things to take away from it. That was a very loud bong right there, wasn't it? Where did that come from? I don't know. Well, this is done anyway. Let's look at the play of the game while we're here. We like play of the game. It's going to be a very exciting play of the game as well, I can tell you that now. Who got it? Who got it? Was it Lucy? No, no, no. It was Sadie Sweet with Symmetra. And what's gonna happen? Oh, D.Va's getting tased. Reload. Oh, Lucio was there. We barely even saw him. And that's it. We're gonna put a turret down over here. Oh, good heavens. Wasn't that exciting? Alright, so that's the whole game. If I were to give you one piece of advice to take away to work on for Reinhardt, it would be, don't be afraid to play more defensively. Instead of being like, I have to get in there and do the damage, which you did a few times, instead be like, I'm gonna sit back and I'm gonna just create space for the DPS, and they're gonna kill the things that are low, right? Because that's what being a tank's about. It's about, like, confident occupation of space. You wanna push the enemy back and keep your friends nice and safe and not dead, you know? And if I were to give you one piece of advice to work on for Winston, it would literally just be, look before you leap, right? And don't be afraid to jump out if you're taking damage as well. It's about disruption and just sort of fucking with the enemy team, right? You can't fuck with them if you're dead, right? So don't be afraid to jump away as well if you start, like, if you think you're about to die, don't be afraid to jump away. Those would be, like, the biggest pieces of advice I'd give you from this game. It was, of course, incredibly one-sided, but, you know, it's still something. Now, we also have a game where you play Lucio, and I'm probably going to split this up into 2 things, but we are going to review that as well. Let's skip